Monday, everybody. I am here with my sweet little Julia. This is Julia Lee, and she is the Harlow Sculpt by Laurel Tuscio Ross. Say hi, Julia. Hey, say hi to everybody. She is a beautiful little girl and so quiet and so sweet that I hardly ever show her, which is just, I don't know, she just doesn't get featured a lot, and I feel bad for that because she is an absolutely beautiful baby, and I love this little sculpt, and she's got the cutest little quiff at the top of her hair that is basically permanent. That just is always there. I don't have to do anything. It just stays there. So anyway, she is sitting here in her underwear because I took them, all the babies, out of their Christmas clothes, and now I'm just dressing them one by one. Theme Thursday helped because I got quite a few dressed, but for those who are still in their undies, I'm going to be featuring them and dressing them. So we're starting with Julia, and I just got a big haul of clothes in. You know, Christmas is over, January lull has come in, and what do but you shop? And unfortunately, I will buy a bunch of things and then forget and then buy more, and so they just keep coming in. And this was one of them that came in, which I think is so cute. See if I can brighten it up a little bit for you. Does that help? This is a little white quilted play suit. It has these big wood-like buttons. They don't look wood to y'all, but they are wood. They look like they're wood grain buttons, but I don't think it's going to show up on the camera. But anyway, got those all down the front. It's lined inside with these pretty teal and pink flowers and fauna, and then the sleeves, the cuffs, and the cuffs on the legs. They don't have feet in them, and they're the same as the lining inside. And I'm going to be pairing that with these sweet little teal and white socks that have bows on them. They look like little Mary Jane shoes with bows. And then we have, I don't usually put hairbands on her because of her little quiff, but I'm going to try to put this matching hairband on her today. And while I get her dressed, which shouldn't take too long, I'm going to do Suzanne's baby's Valentine's tag. And I have the questions here on my phone. Thank you, Suzanne, for printing those all out. That was very convenient. I appreciate it. So, she has her little donkey here. Isn't that the cutest little thing? I got to tell y'all about this little donkey. This donkey's name is Jack. And the reason his name is Jack is because here in our neighborhood, we have some friends who have a little baby donkey, and they named him Jack. And he's a little wonky donkey. His mother rejected him at birth, and his daddy picked him up by the ear and swung him around and threw him into the fence. So he's got a curvature of the spine. He has one little chewed up ear, and he's just the sweetest little thing. They've had him since he was just a few weeks old, and he walks around the neighborhood with his owner like a little dog, and everybody in the neighborhood just loves him. And so when I was in San Antonio, I saw this little donkey, and I told my husband, said, that looks like Jack. Oh, Jack's also blind in one eye, so he's a winky blinky wonky donkey. If y'all have ever read that book, it's the best book in the world. It's called The Wonky Donkey. But anyway, he is a winky blinky wonky donkey. He's just the sweetest little thing ever, and he just follows his owner around like a little puppy dog. So we got this little donkey, and his name is Jack. So I'm going to take that from you, Julia, but I will give him back to you. Okay, so the Valentine tags questions. Number one, And this is, again, by Suzanne from Suzanne's Babies. And thank you, Suzanne, for starting another tag. I hope this microphone isn't too loud. It's like right up under my chin. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the first question is, are you a romantic? And I would say that I am. I love all the flowers. I'll pick her up for a minute. And the candy and the music and the smelly goods, perfume, the soft lighting. I am a romantic at heart. Yes, I am. Is your partner romantic? Yes, he is. As a matter of fact, he very much is romantic, passionate, and likes to surprise me. And that's fun. A lot of people don't like surprises, but when he surprises me, it's usually really good. So yes, he is a romantic. Okay. Number 3, what is the most romantic gift you've ever received? That's a hard one because I've gotten a lot of gifts. But I can tell you, I mean, my husband, yeah, gifts are great. And we love, you know, of course, everybody loves to get gifts and stuff. Look at that pretty little fist. But my husband and I, since we've been married, as long as we have, for things like anniversaries, and maybe Valentine's Day and stuff like that, we like to give each other experiences. So one time my husband surprised me with a romantic getaway to stay at a historic hotel in Houston, and we got symphony tickets, and we had a really nice romantic candlelit dinner, which all that was really a lot of fun. And the reason I'm putting this on her, y'all, is we had a cold front come in. So it's a little cold. Look at her. Look at her. How cute is that? Yeah, and we had a little candlelight dinner, and we had champagne and strawberries, you know, in the hotel room. Our, you know, big fluffy white robes. And, you know, he's just always doing sweet little things like that. This past anniversary, he surprised me with a weekend like that, and we went to see the Blue Man Group. But one of the gifts that he gave me that I really appreciated is one Christmas there was an envelope in the tree. And I opened the envelope, and it was a maid. A housekeeper. He had gotten me a housekeeper for Christmas. And that may not be romantic, but honey, that was, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And she would come in once a week and clean my house from top to bottom. This is when I was working full time. I had 3 children in school and all their activities and stuff. So I really appreciated that gift. But yeah, he's given me all kinds of jewelry. I've got, you know, diamonds and emeralds and sapphires and rubies and all that good romantic stuff. But it's the experiences that I appreciate. I remember those more, believe it or not. Number 4, what is the worst? The worst romantic gift I've ever received? I don't know that I had a worst romantic gift, but my first husband once gave me a colander for Christmas. I had mentioned to him one time that I needed a colander, just in passing, you know, man, I really need a colander because, you know, we hadn't been married that long. And so for Christmas, there was this big box on the tree. I couldn't wait to open it because I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. And it was a colander. So yeah, I think I was really sorely disappointed. The most romantic song. There are millions of romantic songs out there, but I will tell you the song that means the most to me and to my husband, and it is our quote, our song, and that is Unchained Melody. Because when we were still dating, and he was in the Navy, and he got transferred to North Carolina, and I was still in Georgia. And we were separated for a time, and it was horrible. I cried every day, and that was our song that we had first danced to, and it just became our song. And every time we hear that song, both of us puddle up. But yeah, so I would say Unchained Melody for me. That's the most romantic song for me, because it means something to me. There she goes. There we go. Yeah. Now this little hood, it has ears on it, but the ears are sewn down. So I guess they're supposed to be sewn down, but we'll just leave them down because I don't know what the ears would be for anyway. We'll just leave that top button open like that so we can frame that little face. There we go. There we go. Okay, the most romantic film. Again, there are a lot of romantic films out there. My favorite romantic film is The Notebook. I mean, it's a love story of all time. You know, they met when they were young. He chased her down. She was supposed to marry somebody else. And then all through their years, you know, they loved each other. And then she became, I guess she developed Alzheimer's, you know. And so, you know, he was with her until the end. And half the time she didn't know him, but he would read to her from this notebook that he kept of their lives. And she would get enthralled in the story, and every now and then she would come back to him, and they would dance. And I don't know, I don't want to tell you the ending, because if none of you have ever seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you. But yeah, so I like The Notebook. Number 7, have you ever had a Valentine's card that you didn't know who sent it? I don't think so. I think everyone who's ever sent me one has signed it. Have you sent Valentine's cards? Yes, I have. But, you know, have I sent Valentine's cards? Yeah, I send them to, you know, of course, loved ones. I've sent them to my grandchildren. I've sent them to my children. I've sent them to friends. I've sent them to lovers, you know, so even in school we exchange Valentine's cards. But yes, I have sent Valentine's cards. Number 9, do you like romantic books? Well, of course. I love romantic books. Yeah, I love them. One of the most recent, and I say most recent, but it's been several years, but biggest romance stories I've read, and it's a series of 9 books, and I think the 10th one is coming out, and that was the Outlander series. Now, talk about romance. Whew. Number 10, do you like romantic poetry? I can't really say whether I do or I don't, because I don't really read a lot of poetry. So I really can't weigh in on that one. Maybe. I would think it would be lovely, but I just haven't read a lot of romantic poetry. So yeah, that is my answers to the Valentine tags. Thank you again, Suzanne, for doing that. I enjoyed it. Here is my sweet little Julia Lee. Say hi, everybody. And she's all dressed up in her pretty little quilted outfit to keep her warm, and hugging on her little donkeys. So there it is. Oh, hang on. I forgot. I've got to show y'all something. So a lot of you have been asking about my bird. This is Georgia. Yes, it's you. I could take this the light off of her again so it's not so bright. I was giving her a banana to eat, maybe keep her busy while I was talking about her. But she is an African gray. What, you're not hungry now? Because you know I'm talking about you? Can you turn around and show everybody your birdie butt? Come here, turn around. There's her birdie. She's got a bright red tail. She is a female. Aren't you? That's why she talks so much. She talks so much. You want some more? You want some banana? Want some banana? Yeah? And she is my little sweetie. Of course, being that she's, turn that light down a little bit, being that she's in the spotlight, she's not going to talk, are you? She only wants to talk when she thinks nobody's listening to her, right? Right? Come here. I've had her since she was 4 weeks old, just out of the egg. And I had to feed her by hand every 3 hours. And she didn't know how to sit up. I had to roll a little towel to put under her chin to prop her chin up so she could digest her food. And I had to teach her how to perch and everything. I usually keep her wings clipped. She's never actually flown. She's flown a distance and glided down, but never to take flight. She's never actually taken flight, although she could now if she wanted to, because I have not clipped her wings in ages, but she just doesn't know she can. Isn't that right, Georgia? Isn't that right? Are you going to talk to everybody? Or are you just going to sit there? She has beautiful gray and white feathers, and then she's got the red feathers on the back, and she has beautiful yellow eyes. I don't know if I can get those. Can you see your yellow eyes? Let's see if I can get, look at there. I don't think you can see them. I don't know if they're coming up or not. Yeah, where are you going? Where are you going, silly goose? Come here. And step up. Yeah, she's a good girl though. She loves her mama. I love my mama. And they are one-person birds. I am who she loves, and she's going to crawl up my arm right now. So I can't turn my hand around that way, Georgia. Hang on, let me get her down. So I just took her off my shoulder, and she just said, come here. And she's doing pretty wing for you. She'll flap her wings, but she doesn't know she can fly. You got banana on your beak. You got banana on your beak. So that is her, guys. That's the one that makes all the noise when I'm trying to talk. Isn't that right, girl? Sit up here. Sit up here. There she is. There she is. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. She's my pretty girl. Georgia. Georgia. You want to... Yeah. Do you want to play your song, huh? You want to dance to your song? Her favorite song is Rockin' Robin. You want to dance? She rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing this song. All the little birds on the jaybird street love to hear the robin go tweet, 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 Rockin' Robin. You're not going to dance? Let's see, if I turn the music on, she would dance to it, but I can't play that on YouTube. So there she is, sharpening her beak. My little sweetheart. My little sweetheart. That's my girl. All right, thank you for asking to see her. And if I had someone else to film for me, I'd show you more. But anyway, that is Georgia. Oh, and she talks a lot. She makes all kinds of noises. She imitates all the birds outside. She can imitate every bodily function noise that there is. She can knock on the door, ring the telephone, has her own phone conversation. She laughs. She's a trickster. Georgia, you're being rude. She knows I'm talking about it. You're being rude. Can you turn around and... Don't laugh. Just, can you turn around and talk to everybody and quit being so rude? They want to see you. She can meow like a cat, bark like a dog. What else does she do? She can cluck like a chicken. What does the cat say, Georgia? What does the kitty cat say? What does the kitty cat say? Meow? Can you say it? Can you talk? No, Georgia. Georgia, what? Don't say what. Can you tell me what the kitty cat says? She'll call the cat. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. She is just being so rude. Just that she laughs. See? She knows what she's doing. Quit laughing. Quit laughing. Burp. No, burp. She said burp. I have this real funny habit, guys. When I burp, I actually say the word burp. So now she does it. Burp. You're funny. You're rude, but you're funny, aren't you? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go and put her back. And, yeah, y'all take care. I love you all. Thanks for stopping by and listening to my tag answers and seeing my little Julia and my Georgia girl. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hello. What are you talking about now? Now you're going to talk when I'm not doing anything, huh?
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. Georgia's a mess. Come on, where are we going?
Bye.
I'm not going. Bye. Are you leaving? Are you leaving? Georgia. Hello. Call the kitty cat. Call the kitty.
Bye.
Bye.